So we just breathe deep. We draw into that which is the life-giving breath that is Yahweh within us. The Abwoon lavaya mayeta tukevian, dalbeliainu kur kuriev shihelmia, ural mudul kotervia merikulnamak puturiviasma. And we breathe deep. Yahweh, we thank you for the gift of this holy time to draw into your presence, to embrace your love, to draw upon your life-giving breath. And before we jump into the actual meditation time, I want to just kind of bring you some thoughts that have been rising in me throughout the day as I've been witnessing so many things unfold with people dealing with the different experiences unfolding for us during this time of quarantine and what we like to call blessed solitude within Grace Healing. And I've been watching people that have been sharing their daily practice, whether it's their daily yoga or their qigong or whatever method they're doing to find exercise or just open stretching of some sort or working out in their gyms. And people are functioning in this daily practice. One of the things that fascinated me about it is, as I've watched them, their daily practice is increasing. And I posed a question in the comments earlier. Is your daily practice supposed to increase in time and dedication to the point where it consumes all your time? Or is your daily practice supposed to be refined to become a deeper result that's not commonly known to people? And I shared this once before about not needing to meditate for 60 minutes, 90 minutes, 40 minutes, whatever it happens to be, to touch upon the breath of divinity throughout the wholeness of your being. But what if your daily practice is about becoming more versed in touching upon the breath and the first breath you take, the living breath of the Spirit of God within you? And I want to just direct you to the reality of what's going on within your body, within the system that is the human form that you've accepted. And that's that you have trillions of cells within your body. And the breath, the Abwoon of God's Spirit, precedes every single one of those cells. So as each of you are developing your daily practice, whether it's people that just take a moment, sip their coffee real quick and then race off to work, or is it somebody doing 2.5 hours of their yoga meditation, or is it somebody doing 40 minutes of their yoga meditation, or is it somebody doing their outdoor walk to expand upon the stresses they might be carrying within the house? I would ask the people as we enter this time of meditation that you might allow God to guide you to the breath that precedes each of your cells. Because the cell that you hold of the trillions of cells, each individual cell is temporal in nature, replacing and renewing every single day. And within a course of 60 to 90 days, every single cell of your body is brand spanking new. Every one of them. And I believe it takes up to 6 months for every cell within every bone to be brand spanking new. So what happens is we're in this cycle of constant renewal of our cells. So if we are stretching, expanding, and growing within any exercises of a physical nature, are we seeking God to move it from that developed awareness we're gaining through physical movement to become a developed awareness that can be done without physical movement? To actually recognize the breath, the Abwoon, that precedes each and every cell, and allow for God to reveal God presence. As you recognize it is important to breathe, you recognize first God's presence stirring within you. And it's about allowing that breath to stir within that is God's presence. Then the cells are evidenced. If you allow for this to happen throughout the whole of your being, your daily practice can come to be one that is reduced in time and commitment, so that you can touch upon that breath in a single breath remembering that God defines the cell, not the anger or suffrage that you experienced in the past, not the sickness or disease that rose within resistance and called itself a cold, not the different experiences that we're finding through environmental shifts and changes where people are taking on the COVID virus. We have over 300 and some odd thousand people that have survived it, and yet they only speak to the few thousand that have passed. And if we can go to God presence before the breath of each cell within us, we will be able to see differently upon and throughout creation and throughout mankind. And as we start to recognize the words that are offered to us through media, through our friends, through our experiences upon this earth, we will begin to be able to sift through those to touch upon that which God wishes us to keep and that which God wishes us to set aside. So it is simply developing the practiced awareness that as we engage within meditation, we are not seeking to just stretch and expand upon the physical nature of the body. We're trying to reach that awareness where we can touch the breath before we breathe. Touch the Abwoon, and breathe that which is God's presence within us. And if we just surrender now, breathing deep, allowing for the intentional awareness of that which we hold within us to be Yahweh, Abwoon Labai Matei Bikailinen. Yeshua establishes holy protection over each and every one of us, and we breathe. Allow our Creator to draw you to the remembrance of divine living breath, manifesting the nature of the way that your cells will present within your body. Breathing deep. Alvia mun laibe kendle, shunye lo montoro aum. Ure el mele kumbolio tura kondre liliama, kalamare beki Ismael umiu. Allow for your body to relax within the presence of God, holy divinity, to bring purity and free you from the limitations that have risen within any cells formed before this moment, so that each moment from this time forward, each breath from this time forward, defines the cells according to the living breath that is Abwoon within you. And each thing that may rise from within a pre-existing cell that was not pure of intent is rested before the presence of God and released from your physical form. And you breathe. As you allow for the wisdom that is Creator to rise from within, allow for the simple breath of our divine loving Creator to be known before each cell of your existence. Drawing breath now. Soft and gentle release, surrendering into the embrace of divinity. Allowing for Yeshua's presence to enfold you. Accepting the oneness that you have been gifted within divinity. It is not something you need to pursue. It is this time that we surrender to the truth that we are connected and physical evidence of the divine living breath that is Yahweh within us. The Abwoon Labot Cholumuyotara. Allow Yahweh's presence to reveal to you the single cell, and then the breath gives life from within it. The cell expands, the breath expands from within all cells. Your body and immune system increase in its effectiveness, no longer affected by the environment that surrounds you, governed by the nature of divinity within. Breathing deep. We release the story that we have written within this human form to embrace and surrender into the truth of that which is Creator's definition and vision for creation. We become one in the living breath, the Abwoon, and we breathe. Each cell is strengthened and fortified by the very presence of divinity, surrounding and rising from within. We are whole, we are complete. We are strengthened throughout the endocrine system, the immune system, and all aspects of our physical form. We are once again freed from all environmental influence and opened to the influence that is Yahweh's presence, the Abwoon over each cell. We allow for the refinement of Creator's presence within to define us in such a way that Creator sees us to be. From this gift, we move to the higher calling that's surrendering that image for Creator's use for the sake of all creation and all beings. So that all who hold a voice might speak words of clarity, wisdom, love, and unity. For all those that do not hold a voice, may they be protected, spoken for in truth and integrity. We breathe as one. Uriemi andala kamoyandala kunye, roto yene kamanlu, rioshunyau, obiamun lobo. Relinquishing definition of self to allow the Abwoon within to define the nature of that we are to be. Almiele mialum bolokon la bosho. Ora munrekaya narebiama tarikilia roto you. In this next breath, allow for the presence of that which is Yahweh to be the one focus as you breathe deep. As you exhale, relinquish any thoughts or considerations that are not of the purest and highest form within you. As you breathe deep in this next breath, allow yourself to center upon Yeshua's presence. As you release, welcome in the truth that you are whole and protected. As you breathe deep, center in upon the Abwoon, life-giving breath within. As you exhale, recognize that you are a living example of the living breath of that which is God. Almayan tarakungai bidiotoromo. The physical breath of our Creator manifested throughout your physical form. Each cell return to the memory of that which it is in the sight of our God and Creator. In these next 3 breaths, allow yourself to experience the breath throughout the whole and entirety of your body. Allow the breath to reach to all regions. As you're breathing deep, you remember that the breath expands from each and every cell, expanding out through your legs, your feet, your middle torso, rising up through your chest and through your mind, expanding in all directions, including your arms, hands, and fingertips. The very breath of God's presence manifesting throughout the whole of your being. Peace reigns, encouragement flows in, trust, thanksgiving, purity, and integrity become the defining points of who you are within holy and perfect love. Hao yun lai banda kungilum, bolia marachun rohu, roto ye. Nivrien lelemekanum boyersum. Remain in trust, knowing that Creator is the source of all blessing in your life, and that anything that rises that is not blessed in nature is poised to be released, for you have been given the authority and power through love to relinquish all that is not of God's nature. Trust and know that you have a full and complete union with that which is Yeshua within the heavenlies, that his presence can complete any agreement that needs to be spoken for the release of anything that is not pure before the presence of God. We trust, we breathe, we receive, we trust and know the life-giving breath, the Abwoon within. As we complete this time through the name that is our Creator, Yahweh, Yeshua, Abwoon Lavain Yobochum. Abwoon labai mayu shinye. Abwoon labakum yolomo. Abwoon labacham muye. May we all be blessed in this week ahead to remember and know God's presence within each and every breath. May we ascend within our daily practice to understand that awareness before each breath we enter, so that we become the manifestation of that which God intends, and we are freed from self-desire, expectation, or self-will, and moved as clear, revelatory instruments here to reveal that which God has completed within pure and perfect sight. Be blessed in all that you do, and know that you are loved and raised up each day by those of us within Grace Healing. So we offer thanksgiving for this opportunity to serve. We welcome the holy union that we share, and that which is our union within God, as we are one within the life-giving breath. Abwoon lobom yedakamun. Amen.